EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the so-called Silicon Valley and Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the San Francisco 49ers. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25.
Come on, set, Viking 18. Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D. Kill.
They'll run for the first time with Raheem Mostert, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
Down, 70 Lions. Get that quarterback at all costs.
They'll drop the throw. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated, have a lot of pride in their performance.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
19, Tiger. It's our time. It's our time.
On first and 10, it's Mostert. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up. Found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Got a man, that's Richie James. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 27-yard line. A good pickup there at 22. First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look.
Just like that. Shift.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. That's complete to the tight end, Werner. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11.
We ain't beginning to tear you up. 60 Bison.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Forced out to his right, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Miles Jack working free that time to take him down.
Well, it's about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
You know, he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Now this will make it into the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
No pain, no gain. Let's go. Bronco 80.
There, 54 Mike. I'm coming. I'm coming.
Check 13.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
82 is mine. I got 82. 82 is mine. Single, slop. Hey, you're on an island over there. You're on an island.
60 Maverick. Hey, check Mike 57. Watch the curl.
Operating from the gun. Mobley.
Rush in.
And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
6 guard. Check 6 guard. 54 is Mike. Check. Why? Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off the field.
From the gun, Mobley. And this is caught by Watkins. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown.
That's where we are.
Quez Watkins, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. And nothing too crazy there. A quick slant, and then he just had a seam. He found a seam.
And when you hit it on the run like that, and I mean the pass right to the receiver who's already in motion and moving, sometimes he just takes it and runs away from everyone else.
And he ran it into the end zone. And the defense, they've got to adjust there quickly. That's tough on them.
That's really tough because everything was executed well. Ball was out of his hands quickly, into the hands of the receiver, and then he was gone.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And we see James. He will now return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time able to get 3. So what they want, they wanted 6, but they got at least something. They want to get something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now back to throw. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tougher, guys trying to get to the football.
Alert 3, alert 3.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. That's caught by his running back, Raheem Mostert. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Defense was expecting run, and they're dealt a pass of over 15 yards.
Here we go. Cowboy 80. Check. 49, check 49, check 40. Panther 60, Panther 60. Check. Go.
Mostert. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 16 yards, a little deja vu from the previous play where they got 16.
Come on, set. Viking 18.
After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Hey, we got to get to the ball, D. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving. Converge. Check your hot read.
He's coming. Double up.
Cougar 19. Check 31.
A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Josh Allen in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
2 sacks last week. Another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalized.
And a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this
You
point.
got to love it, baby. Give him some more.
Into the hands of Mostert. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. A good pickup there, 18 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
Let's go now. 60 Eagles, 60
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1.
Not today, you aren't. Not today.
44.
They'll set up a throw.
Do what we do. Do what we do.
And is Kittle. There's a fumble. And the Jags grab it. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused, because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
Here we go.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
You don't see that a ton, do you? With a cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Blue down. Hey, Dragon 60. 24.
Right there. 54. Right there. Right there. 54 Mike.
All day.
Operating from the gun. Mobley. Looking right side of it. Complete to Watkins. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Get in the weight room.
Check 4. Check 4.
With Robinson. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
Hit.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Check.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Mobley, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. He's at the 30, 10, and he will bring this one back. It's a fumble return for the 49er touchdown. It gives some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42.
Watch that. Check,
Able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Check 37.
Check safety. Check safety.
Hey, check 24. Check 24.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else he'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Ready up, 54. Mike 54. They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer.
Off the play fake. Mobley. Quick hitter here. It's complete. Oh, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up, keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. 1:54 left on the clock here in quarter number 2. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
In other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down.
That's right.
In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. 27 yards there, a first down.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius. Understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball. And puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
Back to throw now on first down. Gets it to the tight end, Kittle. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here. The same target, same result. It's Kittle. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
4 receivers to keep tabs on here. 3 of them to the right side on 2nd and 5. On the crossing route, complete. It's James. Touchdown, 49ers. Richie James, his first touchdown on the year. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that's the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Throwing on first down, Mobley. And this is what here? Incomplete, they say. It looked like it was intercepted, but he apparently did not get the 2 feet down in bounds. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Check three. Whip. Watch the whip.
Throwing again, Mobley. And incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
That's trash. He's crashing. He's checking crash.
From the gun, Mobley. Being chased out left. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
That's what I'm talking about.
One more time.
Here's Logan Cook now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. Taken right on the 30. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Come on now,
nice
let's
punt,
go.
but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. A Sports Halftime Report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. The Jaguars with work to do. They trail here as we are back underway on EA Sports. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
Let's go now. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Go, Rig, go. 65, 65.
Off-play action. Mobley sliding out of the pocket. Now he'll pull it down. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
Get nowhere.
You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made. That just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game.
Definitely too early to panic, but that is his 4th carry of the game, and collectively hasn't totaled 10 yards. So maybe there's no panic, but maybe some concern.
And maybe a little concern up front because they're not giving him any space right now.
Check 59, Mike. Mike is 59. Mike to 59.
Watch the run. Watch the run.
19 Lion. Hey, check that. Street.
From the gun on 3rd down. Mobley flush to his right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Taken in at the 22. That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points.
How about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Watch the slant. You go tight.
He'll look to throw. Open man is set to complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
Well, that certainly has to feel good, and it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Second and 10 here as we roll along in quarter number 3 from Santa Clara.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here, third and 10.
Hawk 70.
They'll set up to throw. He's got the connection to Cole Beasley. The ball comes out, and the Jags grab it. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. Past the 20. And he brings this one back. A fumble return for a Jacksonville score. This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. And, you know, that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game.
Come on now, let's make it happen, baby. Let's make it happen. It's the time.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Taken about 7 yards deep. And we see James. He will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They'll be looking to make amends for the events of a moment ago. A fumble return for 6 points.
You have to protect the football. That's got to be priority number 1 because margin for error is starting to slip away. Now it's down to a 1-score game. You're getting a sense that the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this D is fired up.
So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Ready? Cougar 19. You better be afraid of me.
2nd and 14.
Check 3.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. 16 yards, a first down.
And one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Check.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now motion. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go. Check.
Now left side, a completion is tight end. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 22 yards there, a first down.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. This is credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Now they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
I smell fear in that offense.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Side here, and it's complete. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Come on. Set. Viking 18.
Bring it. Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it. Kill.
Over the air here on 3rd and 2. That's caught by Ward, the tight end. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
Down. 70 Lions.
Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And they'll get this on the screen to Mostert. And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Raheem Mostert, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the 49ers add on to their lead. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep, and he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
19 Tiger.
Danny. 54's Mike. Check. Watch 54.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 11 yards there, first down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Here we go, shot. Panther 60. Come to our world. We won.
On first down, Mobley.
Check out route.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 46.
Out. 3 down.
Operating from the gun, Mobley. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Let's go, D. Big series right here. So we got to step it up.
19 Tiger.
Right there. 54 Mike.
You ain't doing nothing today. Panther Street.
From the gun, Mobley. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
54's Mike. Check. Watch 54.
On 3rd and 2, Mobley. And he'll have his man. That's Cooper. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
Ready? Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Check 52.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside hit. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great play there. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars are back within a score. It's up and good, and this now becomes a 24-21 ball game. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And we see James. He will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Their lead back down to one score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down.
Do what we do. Do what we do.
They start out here 1st and 10. And he's going to have a Niners first down as he's able to get this up to the 37-yard line. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down.
Ready? 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
QB drop.
70 Timberwolves.
Here's Mostert. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Joker.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Baby. Get him, boys. Get him, boys.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down.
Check 20.
Oh, you got to feel it, baby.
Out of the backfield. And I think the ball's out, and the Jags grab it.
Well, that takeaway, partner, right there, that's a combination of coaching, execution, and absolute belief. Because a lot of guys will look at the scoreboard and go, this thing's pretty well done. But they still thought to themselves, if we can make a play, we give our teammates a chance to win it. And that's exactly what they did.
Switch it.
And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Escaping the pressure right. And his throw here's incomplete. The linebacker, Fred Warner, right there on the coverage.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down.
Line 57. Bandit.
Looking to throw. Mobley looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down.
Mike's 59. Mike's 59. Get him. Get him. Get him.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds.
That's what I'm talking about, baby.
So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive.
Watch the twist, watch the twist.
Back to throw. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete. He was looking for Watkins that time, and now it's 2nd down.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Kill.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. That one 28 yards on the ground. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. They'll try and run. This is Robinson. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. James Robinson, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And once again, the Jaguars are back out in front. Lambeau on for the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And we see James. He will now return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're down here in a one-score game. The time is a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution.
I got you, boy.
They'll look to throw.
Go.
And he comes back with one complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Here we go, Shaq. Panther 60, Panther 60.
You remember me? You remember me? Let's go.
He's back to throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up near the 42. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positive moving forward.
They start on the ground with Robinson here. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. So they come up on second down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Would likely put an end to this thing.
Kill. Watch twist.
A handoff to run the counter play. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game.
Ready? Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Line 54. I'm going to run you over. I'm going to let go.
Down to a knee for the Jags. Victory seemingly in hand. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining. Here's Logan Cook now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. Well, Charles, this one's going to be hard to digest. You take the lead into the 4th quarter, lose that lead. Maybe they felt like they let this one slip away a little bit.
They will definitely feel like that because when you have a lead in the 4th quarter, all you talk about doing is finishing and closing a game out. But when you flip it over, how about that? Making the comeback and then finishing the game, sealing it on defense, they will feel jubilant in their locker room.
So for the Jaguars, the win will help them keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 6-3 on the year. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for San Francisco, they drop back to 500 now at 4 up and 4 down. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Seattle Seahawks. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.
it.